Hello tankers and tankettes, welcome to one of my slightly older replays. This is a 9.5 game, and as you can see I'm platooned up with the one and only Fly Daily. I can't remember the occasion of our platooning. It was probably after one of Circon's streams and we just decided to keep playing. But as you can see, in this particular game we had very good matchmaking indeed. Now I was possibly in need of credits because the T34 is my go-to tier 8 moneymaker if I particularly need to grind credits these days. And it's not because it's an amazing moneymaker. I mean, it has very hard-hitting shells, but they're also expensive shells. It's just of the tier 8 premiums that I have, this is the one I am most comfortable in. But sometimes the gun can be frustrating, and it does have rather a long aim time. Although, unlike the Russians at tier 8, which also have a very long aim time, this at least has fairly decent accuracy after you've spent all that time aiming. So we came south. I mean, this is very good matchmaking, and I basically wanted to be able to hull down. There is, however, an artillery, and it did actually look initially like we had some allies, a pair of Type 58s and a Panther M10, but the Panther M10 and one of the Type 58s have just evaporated already. In fact, the Panther M10 blew up very rapidly indeed, and the remaining Type 58 is not looking too healthy either, although he is lighting up these tanks for us because they're out of spotting range for me. Although I'm not sure about Fly. He might have had optics or binoculars or something on his T34. So I've gotten a nice bit of damage out of that KV5, and I know I'm not spotted yet because I've got 6 cents on this crew. It's my possibly second best crew next to my OP KV4 crew. They're actually the crew from my T29 originally, but they much more often get outings in this tank these days if I decide I need credits, as I've already gone over. Let's not go over all that again. However, now the Type 58 has died and we've lost our eyes, and I might as well spend the 1,000 credits or whatever the shell cost on that blind shot, just on the off chance the E25 is still there. However, the fact that the E25 isn't dead means that pushing round along this route, giving him my side armor, would be a particularly foolish thing to do. E25s love American heavy tanks, especially if they can get the sides and rear, because it's just easy pens all day long, and you don't even need to resort to premium ammo to do it. So we've punished that KV5 rather hard. We know there's a Tiger P back there. We know their T25AT is back there as well, because that's what killed the Panther M10. So they have got a few tanks on this side. We are, in theory, outnumbered, but given that we are top of the team, given that we've both got a lot of health left, this is actually a much better situation than it might at first seem. So most of the rest of our team went north into the city area, and it looks like a big chunk of the enemy team did as well. And that's going to be, I mean, obviously I've only got the minimap information to go on, but that looks like it's going to be a very even fight all the way along throughout this entire battle. And you'll see as it gets towards the end just how even it was. Meanwhile, rather than pushing around on the water side, the southern side, I guess we'll say that for clarity's sake, of the railway lines, which would just give the E25 shots on me all day long, I decide to follow what Fly is doing and actually go round the other side of the tracks. And it's a bit cumbersome in this machine. This is not a particularly nimble tank at all, and it is, I mean, like the T30, which is kind of one of these, but a little bit better, and obviously with a bigger top gun. It's not really a great tank for moving around quickly in, but it's not super slow. You know, I'm used to slow tanks. I've got the E100, I've got the mouse, and yeah, I've played through the T28 Prot as well, though I'm not going to say I've still got that, definitely not. So Fly charges in against the KV5 and does land a good hit, and I'm thinking I can use the ridgeline here, be at least semi-hull down, and it looks like I've got a nice shot with T25AT, but I wasn't quite fully aimed, and this gun will punish you quite hard if you're not fully aimed. It's not a good gun for taking snapshots especially. However, that's an unwelcome discovery. Yes, the E25 had actually relocated to somewhere on the 8 and 9 line, and is just, yeah, well, the first one penned me and the rest bounced off my turret, and at this point I'm not spotted anymore, but I'm about to be spotted again because that T25AT that's gone for Fly has just lit me up. Now, Fly unfortunately was unable to kill the KV-5. Artillery actually gets the T-25 AT, and I know I've got to kill this KV-5 as a priority. Should be easy, right? Yeah. This is your moment of Jedi derp for the day, you know. As if there was only going to be one in this replay. So, you know, I have this KV-5 at close range, and he's got this massive weak spot, and what do? I just flub my first shot. And that is going to be very costly, because lo and behold, the E-25 pops up behind me. And I'm still reloading. Look at this is going to be a close runs thing. A couple more shots and he's got me. But there we go, I get the reload, and I do manage to finish him before he just ruins me completely. So that was a costly mistake. That really was. I should have... I don't know why I was aiming for the KV-5's turret at all. His radio man binnacle was right there. It's not like I was... Oh, I don't even know. I don't know. I really don't. But that was a silly move, and it cost me a lot of health. I mean, I'm alive, but only just. Another couple of seconds, and that E-25 would have easily killed me. I was, what, 2 shots away from dying there? And if I'd had some unluckier, what is it, 150 average damage on the E-25 gun? I think it is. I'm not sure. Or maybe it isn't. Maybe I'm thinking it's 150 pen. I think it is actually, it's 150 pen, so I don't know what the damage is. 130, maybe, 140. Anyway, if that's the case, he definitely had 1 or 2 low rolls out of all the shots he put into me. So, you know, a couple more high rolls and that could have been very nasty. There's also still artillery, which in this weakened state could easily kill me. I know he's probably up here, and hopefully I'm going to spot him before he spots me. The view range on this isn't very good, and lo and behold, there he is. Now, I'm stopping to aim this shot, and it goes in the ground anyway, so wasn't that nice. I don't know why I had an HE shell there particularly. I mean, obviously, superstructure, HE would have penned, but the AP, unless I got a horrendously low roll, which I might do, would also have killed him, and it does. Although, not before he gets a, you know, my firing alerted him that I was there. He maybe could have killed me, and the fact that he had to turn around and aim, he wouldn't have been fully aimed, I don't think. Not with that particular machine. But I don't know, maybe he was fully aimed. Maybe it was just RNGesus that saved me there. That's entirely possible. So the Tiger P finishes off the Churchill 7. We do still have an allied Jagdtiger 8.8 and an artillery. And the artillery's actually gotten a number of kills so far. 4, in fact. He's gotten as many kills as I have. But if I get another shot here, there we go. Very nice, into the side of the Tiger P. Which just leaves this very, very low health T-21. So I've definitely had some luck so far. Will my luck hold far enough, even further, rather, to get a top gun? Maybe. And there we go. Bit of a snapshot. Goes in lovely. And there we go. So, goes in lovely. That was an odd turn of... I don't know. It's one of those days. Every day is one of those days. So that was my first mark of excellence on the T34, along with a top gun, a steel wall, a high caliber, and a tank sniper. And that was actually a first class mastery as well. So just generally speaking, that was a pretty solid T34 game. The gun misbehaved sometimes, you know, at times rather. My brain misbehaved at times also. But yeah, with the right kind of... I mean, this was very good matchmaking. But with the right kind of terrain to work with as well, the T34 can be a particularly powerful machine. And 85,000 credits, you know. If my goal was to make money out of this match, I did it amply. So, yeah, I think this was a pretty reasonable game, but I know not everybody likes the T34. It's one of these ones that's a bit of an acquired taste. And I'm going to say, as a sneak preview of one of the upcoming premium tanks that's coming along, and you may have seen it on streams already, and you've maybe seen it on Rita's blog or the Armoured Patrol blog. One of these tanks is possibly going to be an even better moneymaker than any of the other Tier 8 premiums currently in the game, just based on how much its ammo costs versus the damage it can do with that ammo. So yeah, I don't know, maybe in future my go-to premium tank for making lots of money with will be something else entirely, but will it still be as a comfortable experience for me as playing the T34? Maybe, maybe not, we'll see, only time will tell. So before I do wrap this up, I'm going to mention, as I did in yesterday's World of Warships video, I'm streaming now. It's not a very high quality stream. I can only put out a 480p stream, and with my internet, that's the technical limits of what I can do. But you know, streaming is streaming. So if you want to tune into that, or even just follow through to the page on Twitch and hit the follow button, and then you'll get an email notification when I come online, and I will be posting on Twitter and Facebook as I remember to as well. But probably the easiest way is to go to Twitch and follow, and then you'll get the notifications, because I'm doing these streams basically whenever I feel like it. There's no schedule as yet, although that might change with time. So if you like this video, you can hit the like button, you can leave in the comments below, you can subscribe to my channel, and as always, stay tuned for more.